Once there was a fiddler. He was strong and brave. All across the lands he played on a fiddle that he had made. He brought with him this fiddle, played music deep and sweet. He kept the time and harmonized and made the songs complete. The fiddler was a warrior, protecting all he knew. He played the songs that told the truth, preserving everlasting youth. The soldier had a mission, a vision, if you will, of a land so fine it could endure the tears that shattered hopes might kill. This land, the fiddler often says, is found within yourself. No king or queen or anyone should give up health or wealth. To build a perfect world is our greatest goal, where trust and love run the show, and joy and peace abound. The fiddler knew that music has the power to make us smile, and so he played relentlessly his wondrous magical sounds. The work was hard, for as it should, the best things in life are earned. And so the fiddler happily went, and much more will yet be learned. The fiddler kept a secret dream in a box around his neck, a dream so fine it could ensure, a hope so pure it could maintain that truth and beauty are the same. Soon a dancer appeared, running, leaping, skipping, hopping, trotting, spinning, weaving, waving, leaning, stirring, pointing, living, bopping, dancing. The dancer was a dancer. The dancing was the movement. The dance was motion. Movement, motion, action. Yet something was odd about the dancer. The dancer was a dancer, but never would he listen. The dancer was a dancer, and never would he speak. The dancer danced, and ran, and leaped, and played, and skipped, hopping, trotting, weaving, waving, leaning. Time was spent pointing, stirring, slipping, living, bopping, dancing. The dancer never heard the fiddler, never really listened, never understood why the strong, heroic fiddler played what he did, and why what he played was good. And who am I, you ask? Is it important to know, or is it only a curiosity? Remember what happened to the cat. Yet, learning leads to knowledge. And why doesn't the dancer learn about the fiddler? Asking leads to learning, and learning leads to knowledge, and knowledge never stops growing. All the answers to all the questions have a place somewhere in the future. And for you, that future is now. For now you are in the future, and now you will all learn my true identity, for I am the shoemaker. Friendly shoemaker is my name. Making shoes is my punishment. For once, I was much too vain. My vanity was an enormous fault that caused me to think and to say that I knew more than the fiddler and should be telling him what to play. The fiddler keeps a secret dream in a box around his neck. To steal that dream and call it mine was my evil intent. My thoughts were bitter and my heart grew cold, and to steal that dream was my greatest goal. Well, the fiddler saw that I was getting bored because I thought I was being ignored. And he said that making shoes might help to make my life improve. And so I agreed, but not totally. Now, making shoes isn't so bad. In fact, I rather enjoy it. And making shoes for the dancer is honest employment, but I'd still rather rule in a land of perfect dreams. But making shoes is all right for now, for the time being. A dance in three you'll be. The last beat is the weakest. Down on one and up on two. That's the way your leap should keep it. A dance in four. Come on, let's go. These shoes will give you time. The fiddler's tune will keep the beat. Fiddler, play something soft and sweet. Please. When it happened. No one is quite sure where they came from. No one is even sure what they were, or even how to describe them. But they began to arrive in a long line, the nomadic schmalls. They began to arrive in a long line, each one carrying a heavy, extremely large sack of stones on their backs. They walked for an exceedingly long amount of time, with huge sacks of stones on their backs, walking, treading, moving with these huge sacks of stones, incredibly heavy and large sacks of stones on their backs, each one walking for an incredibly long amount of time. The schmoids walking for an eternity with huge sacks of stones on their backs, arriving from all over with these huge sacks of stones on their backs, walking for an eternity, walking and walking with huge sacks of stones on their backs. The leader of the nomadic schmoids then announced that they had arrived at the place that was being sought. The searched-for spot had been found. Let the celebration begin. No more walking for an eternity. No more carrying large sacks of stones on their backs. They had finally arrived at their place. Peace and joy abound. Now the dancer, he didn't like this at all. Well, no, not one bit, not in the least. Because you see, the new city was being built right in the middle of the dancer's space. So, it wasn't long before he arrived at my shop with teary eyes. I can build you a pair of shoes that can make you fly then all of your running and leaping and skipping and hopping and trotting and weaving and waving can take place entirely in the air. And you will never have to touch the ground again. You could choose any planet. You could choose any country. You could dance on any star. But to do this, I'll need the box from around the fiddler's neck. You won't mind sharing it with me because it holds the secret of how to build perfect shoes, the ones that you now need. With its magic, I'll line your soles. I'm sure he'll do this with haste because he doesn't know what I'm doing here in the first place. Well, the dancer leaped off with real zest to borrow the box from the fiddler's chest. The leader of the nomadic schmoid had been warned of a possible flaw, that I, the shoemaker, might in fact keep the dream and never come back. Look at him, thinking, wondering, worrying. What will I really do with the dream? Do I have a sinister scheme? If the dream is how to build a perfect world, and I think it might be, then I'll use that knowledge to build perfect shoes. And that's all I really want, really.
Do you think I like making shoes? I don't want to make shoes. I just want to tell you what to do. I don't want to learn how to play the fiddle. I just have to call the tunes. And I don't want to live in a perfect world. I just want to be queen and to rule.
Poor little dancer. It's just that I'm much smarter than you. Don't feel sad.
People with brains, they figure out the shortcuts.
What's this? What is this? I've been tricked. I've been deceived. What is this? A mirror? Well, this must mean that I'm already queen. Well, then I think I'll just try out my new power. I'm hungry. You there. You look like a nice royal subject. I would like you to make me, let me see, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich baked on bread from an Armenian bakery flown here by purple doves. Make it! Didn't I command you? And you, I want you to build me a castle with fountains and horses. Go on, make it. I'm commanding you. And you, I want you to make me a statue so that everyone will know that I'm queen and respect me. Make it! I'm commanding you, and you make these things for me. Dancer! I want you to take these shoes and dance for me. Oh, do something for me! Any of you? Any volunteers? Even a plain hot dog. Oh, no! Dance for me! Fiddler, take this dream. It's no good, don't you know? Oh, get rid of these people! Dance for me! Then you must die!